I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'll return right when the installer has finished. And I'm back. So what's gone on so far is the installation is finished. I've clicked the finish button. The machine has the VM guest running ESX server is now rebooting, and it'll run through its first time reboot. You'll also notice that I've started up the VMBC server as well as the Red Hat Enterprise Linux server, because we'll run our NFS. So you'll notice here that the machine, the ESX server, is booting normally, just as it would if it was running physical hardware. From time to time, you may get this message saying that this VMware is trying to talk directly to your NIC. This is fine. Just put in your local root password or your administrator password to Mac OS X. You have to use the right password, of course. Caps lock is on. And this will allow the VM to actually talk to your NIC. This is totally normal. Go ahead and choose that, and it'll work fine. So you'll see that the machine is now booted, just as it normally would in a production physical environment. It's grabbed an IP address off my router, and now we'll go ahead and connect to it. So at this point, we could go ahead and connect to the root console. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. System is finishing booting. Once finished booting, we can log in and actually navigate inside the ESX environment. This is really good for study aid. If you're studying for your VMware Certified Professional exam, this is really invaluable because now you have a total ESX lab that you can play with. Makes it really nice for studying and testing purposes. Some services are finishing up. Once these services are finished up, we can now log in. So we can log in as root. And there's our password. You notice that the host name may have been renamed or have changed. We will actually finish this later. We can come back and edit that. But since the machine is up, we'll take a look and see what the IP address is. The IP address is 192.168.1.108. So we'll go ahead and look at our virtual center server. Launch this up. I've already installed and launched the VMware infrastructure client. I've created a data, and now we'll just add a host. Actually, first we want to go ahead and choose the host name we'll use for this box. We will go ahead and open Notepad. Since we're doing the HCP, this is recommended. So we'll go ahead and put in the IP address of our VM guest, 1.108. And this is going to be ESX lab-ESX01. And we can save this file. And in here, we can just now go ahead and add host, ESX lab-ESX01. Root, the root password. Choose next. It's going to try and connect to the VMware. It already has. It's connected. It sees the vendor's VMware. Unlike seeing Dell or HP, you see VMware. Choose next. We want to put this in an ESX data center. And choose finish. So now the infrastructure client and server will connect to the ESX host that we've just installed, install the virtual center client, and bring the server into the lab for use like we would normally use in a production environment. And complete. So now we can click on the ESX lab. We have a totally viable ESX server now for use. We can now install new VMs. Right click and do new virtual machine, just like you would in a real environment. It works really well in this testing. You can add multiple ESX servers. So if you want to do HA and failover, it's definitely possible. If you wanted to configure shared storage, you would go here to storage and actually scan in an NFS volume, like so. And that's it. I may do some more screencasts that actually go into configuring this lab further. But for now, this is going to be it. This has been an installation of ESX into a lab environment running on a Mac. Very successful, very powerful, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll do some more screencasts continuing on this series of VMware ESX running on a Mac in the next few days or weeks. So I hope you enjoyed it. Take a look at our website, www.lavmug.org, and have fun.